Welcome to Hero Journalism. I'm your host, 4Kate, and today we're taking a closer look at last weekend's Comic-Con experience, also known as CCXP, which took place in Sao Paulo, Brazil. It's a pretty big convention. All the studios were promoting their latest comic book movies. And the biggest news of the convention was about Spider-Man Far From Home, the news about Mysterio allegedly being a hero in the film. You can see that at the link up in the corner. But it overshadowed some of the other comic book movies, and that's what we're going to take a look at today. Speaking of which, Captain Marvel was heavily promoted at the convention. Star Brie Larson appeared at the Captain Marvel panel and appeared to embrace some of the recent controversies surrounding her character, maybe even trolling her critics. The first controversy surrounding Captain Marvel bubbled up back in early September when Kevin Feige announced that when the movie comes out, Captain Marvel will be the most powerful hero in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, sparking debate across the internet. When Larson took the stage, she seemed to embrace her newfound status among Marvel superheroes.
Well, Carol Danvers is the strongest character in the Marvel Universe. And she's entering the Marvel Universe at a very interesting time, don't you think?
Later in the panel, she again revisited the topic of Captain Marvel being the most powerful among Marvel characters.
How different is Captain Marvel from all the other characters in the MCU? Because everybody, and you just told us that she is the most powerful one we've seen so far.
Yeah, I mean, that's what sets her apart. She's the strongest one, which makes everything a very interesting challenge moving forward to see who tries to overcome her, because it's probably not going to work out.
The other Captain Marvel controversy happened at the end of September when the first trailer dropped. It was part of the Smile More movement, and that actually had its roots from a 2016 article by The Atlantic magazine. What brought Captain Marvel into that controversy was when a Twitter user used a face recognition app to digitally add smiles to Larson's character from the trailer. That got picked up by Polygon, and then it started trending on Twitter. And all kinds of websites started picking up on it, even mainstream media. Back on Twitter, the controversy raged, with some responding with stills of Larson smiling from the trailer. Others used that same face recognition app to digitally add smiles to the male characters of the Marvel Universe. Heck, even Funny or Die got into it. Larson didn't specifically name-check the controversy, but it seemed like she was sending some subtle hints, such as her going out of her way to mention the lighter sides of Carol Danvers, such as her sense of humor when she first explained the character to the audience.
She's a fighter pilot, incredibly smart, funny, and strong. And then she receives these powers that make her larger than life. Later
in the panel, Larson was a little bit more direct. She again talked about the joy of the character, but also specifically rejected the premise that she was an angry, cold woman.
The overall love that I had for her, in particular when it came to when she's fighting, and it was something that I hadn't seen before, that she truly enjoys what she does. She's not this hardened, aggressive, angry, cold person. She's full of life and enjoys playing. The fights are like play for her. So you see a lot of joy in her face as she's doing it, which was something that I was excited to bring to the screen.
After the panel, appearing in an interview for Brazilian channel Omelete TV, Larson again talked about the joy that Carol Danvers feels when she's beating bad guys up.
It was really my favorite part, I think, was doing the fight sequences, because you're just in your body doing something that feels incredibly primal, and because you're not actually punching or kicking anyone, you don't feel like you're risking hurting anyone. So it's more like a dance. It's like spending your day dancing, which is just joyful and fun.
So there you have it. Subtle references to those controversies, standing firm, or maybe even trolling her critics. I'll leave it for you, the viewer, to decide. We'll see you here next time on Hero Journalism.